Please get excited, but please don't get appalled. You are about to watch Mafia Radio with DJ Paul.
Marlo Smith, welcome to Mafia Radio with DJ Paul and the beautiful Odalys.
What it do, Marlo?
Hey, I'm Megan. It's a pleasure to be here. Pleasure to be here with some legends. You know what I'm saying, man? Yeah, man. I've been waiting for this, so I'm excited, bro.
You in the studio?
Yeah. I'm in the studio. I'm up in I'm at my boy's studio, the Dojo. It's in Harlem, New York. So yeah, we up here.
Let's go. I'm from Harlem. Let's go.
Yeah, she from Harlem.
Oh, big pause. Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Where in Harlem you from?
I was born on 148 in Amsterdam.
148 in Amsterdam? We on 150th in Amsterdam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all right there. Oh,
we on the
come
block.
on now.
Yeah, for sure.
Damn. So you're originally from New York. What part of New York you from?
I was born in Dyckman, so that's like a little further uptown from where this is right now, like Washington Heights. So yeah, probably like 20 minutes from here. So yeah, it was big back then in the 90s. It's a large like Dominican population.
De lo mío.
But you was raised in Florida or grew up in Florida?
Yeah.
What part?
Yeah, from like middle school, Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
How did you like it?
Man, I loved it, man. I loved it, man. At the end of the day, it was a completely different world from what I was accustomed to up here. But man, Florida, like the vibes down there just so different. The music, I think both places have like a big impact on me.
They did? Okay. And when did you leave Florida?
I came back up here probably like 6 years ago. Probably like 6 years ago, something like that. 5-6 years ago. Mainly because I was trying to run and pursue this. And I felt like there was a better opportunity up here to do that than there was in Florida at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So growing up in New York and Florida, what are some of your favorite artists growing up?
Man, some of my favorite artists growing up, I say, for the New York influence, you can't be from New York and have any of that in your blood and not rock with Hov, right? So like I remember that was like the first CD like I begged my mom for. It was like the volume 3, like Life and Times of Sean Carter with Big Pimpin' on it and all that. Like that was a big mode for me at the time. But at the same time, before that, I had got they got me for Christmas. They got me the Lil Wayne Lights Out, right? So those are two of the first CDs that I was really living with. I got my little CD player. That's back when you had to really live with the music. So Wayne is a God in that effect. I remember even with you, DJ Paul. I remember going to Galaxy Skateway. As a jet, we in the skateway and they playing slob on my not like I just remember it was like a completely different lifestyle like that we was introduced to, and yeah, man, that is a big part of like who I am right now for sure.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. How do you feel about when you hear like some young artists not respecting like the OGs, like whatever, calling them old and thinking that they kind of like shouldn't be around no more because like they are older artists or whatever? What do you feel about that?
I mean, that's like that's disrespect, right? I think at the end of the day, like even if it wasn't in music, that'd be disrespect because like you respect, like you grow up, you taught to respect your elders, like you come from somewhere. Like it's ignorant to think like that whatever you doing is the only thing that's been done or like you the only person that's on it. So like I think for me it's important to understand like the game, where people come from, and even from a social aspect, like in hip hop, everybody from the mud. Like we all from the mud. Like it's there's only space for glory. You know what I mean? Especially for the ones that really made it and put it on the level and kicked in the door. Like that's like big, man, big. Like so I think you know, I don't know. That's just I was raised different, I guess. But I think a lot of the younger cats and shit like that that don't really respect the game. I think it's just a little bit of ignorance, because I think a lot of you can hear the influence in a lot of these guys from back then. I know like even your brother, right? Like Lord Infamous, like that, like his, like how he do his thing, like the double time, and like the people, that's what
triplet
people do it,
flows.
the tribute, yeah, like that's right now, like that's right
Yeah.
now, you know what I'm saying? So like a lot of times, like I think people are like, they influence, but they don't even know that they influence, so I think the proof is in the pudding.
I like what you
Okay.
said about whether it's even outside of music, you just gotta respect the OGs. Cause that's just how it is. Like in the streets, you gotta respect the OGs. It's
Got
ugly
to.
if you don't.
Always. Yeah, definitely. With that
For
being
sure.
said, how do you feel about the new generation bringing this drill scene to New York?
Man, I feel like, I mean, the drill scene is fire. Like, we before the pandemic hit, one of my mans, a king, the promoter. Like we in the clubs every weekend, every day of the weekend, and you're not gonna go in there and not hear no drill music. Usually like that's where it's at, and it's the music for the time right now. Man, those guys they doing their thing, and I like all drill music, to be honest. Like the stuff from the UK, like the stuff,
Definitely.
the stuff in Chicago, and rest in peace, Pop Smoke. He really took it to a whole different level.
Yeah,
He
he
was
did
so
that.
hard, man. I see
Nah,
he got
Pop
a
was
movie
different.
finna come out.
He does? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, I
Yeah,
just
he
seen
got a
that.
movie
Yeah,
finna come out. Like his hair like low or something. Like he looked like a kid or something.
yeah, it's like
Oh
a
my
I
basketball
could
God.
movie.
I
You
could
know
have
what?
definitely seen him being a big actor.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Hey, I
I
seen
agree.
a lot of 50 in him.
That's what I was just about to say. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly what I was just about to say.
A lot of fit in him. So we noticed you got your own style when it comes to dressing. Do you do that for like for the just to be different as an artist, or is that just something that you just like to just do in general, just like just be different and just
Yeah.
style like that?
Yeah, man. Look, that's been me from the rip. Like that was me from the rip. Like I love fashion. Like if I wasn't doing music, then I'd be out there stepping how I step. Like I love art. You feel what I'm saying? I love all forms of art. And for me, like fashion is a supreme form of art, and you wear it, and like it represents you, and it could you could change how you want to represent yourself just by putting on a different piece of clothing, so you have a lot of control over it, and it's a lot of options out there, I think. And for me, I always was really into the artists. I love Rick Owens, I love Raph and those guys. I love even Virgil, uh Kanye, what all those guys doing, man. Like I think it's a big part of who I am. Even like and I think even nowadays with like the internet, with like social media and everything, I've gotten a chance to find like some like super dope, like low key guys. It ain't about like the name, it ain't about all that stuff. Like I think it's really about like finding something that you like, knowing why you like it, and then like putting it together. I get a kick out of that. So like even this shirt right here, this is from a brand called 53C out of the Bronx, and like again, like I seen it and I was like, yeah, I need that. Like, and so that's how I kind of go around, even with the jewelry and everything, man. Like I got these pearls like in Portugal, like probably like 3 or 4 years ago. At the time it was probably like, um, you know, like somebody be like, damn, you can't wear pearls, like what, like, but that shit fire to me, bro. So I'm gonna get it, and I'm a step with it. That's it.
I'm the same way. Like when you see me on pictures and TV and this and that, yeah, I wear my gold or whatever. But when you see me out in the streets, I got like just weird chains that I've bought at like weird shops that I found in Texas on tour and this and that, and like all kind of little yard sales and this and that. You just find that one little weird piece and you're like, what is this? Like, I hope this don't turn me into nothing overnight. But like I bought one piece out of this. I went to this weird kind of like little place in Austin, Texas, where you can go and it's go in there and buy like antiques and this and that. And I picked up this one chain. It's in the other room. I wish I would have brought it in here. But I picked up this one chain that's this crazy little metal piece. And on the bottom of it, it's this little claw with a big diamond looking thing that sticks out of it. And I was like, what does this mean? I was like, I'm buying this. I bought it. You know, it's only like $50. And I bought it and I was like, man, I hope it like in a movie, I don't fucking turn around and next day I wake up, I'm fucking Goliath or something. Well, that'd be pretty cool. But I mean, you know, like,
yeah. Nah, especially in those shops, I get that feeling too. I think I feel the way. I feel the same way about some things. Like when you go into an antique shops, it'd be a little different. You like, wait, I don't know. This might have a little spooky on it. You
history.
Don't
really yeah.
Facts.
You spiritually don't know. Hey, we don't know.
We don't know. It is what it is. Yeah.
All right, Marlo. So tell us about your relationship with TuneCore.
So I mean, I first like to let y'all know, like I'm definitely without TuneCore, not even just for me, with how the world's like transition and how people are releasing music, how people are consuming music, it's impossible to do things without partners like TuneCore. You know, back in the day, there was a lot of distribution, like obviously like physical CDs, stuff like that. Nowadays, you know, you press the button and it's out of there. So you need the distribution companies like TuneCore that'll help you do that. I feel like they've been a great partner for me personally. You know what I'm saying? I think even like opportunities like this, you know, they come from really working with the independent artists. And yeah, they really come from working with the independent artists. And yeah, I think there's not obviously just TuneCore, but like just the idea of like being able to press the button and put the music out everywhere is like their biggest contribution. They 15 years old now, which is crazy because I'm like, damn, like I don't even realize it's been like this long that we really been streaming. So yeah, super dope.
What you feel?
I'm sorry. Go
ahead, Paul. Come on now.
No,
go ahead, Paul.
Ladies first. Go.
OGs first. We gonna argue
no,
this.
ladies. It wouldn't be no me without a lady.
I agree. Okay. What do you feel TuneCore does better than other platforms, Marlo?
I mean, for me, like I said, like I just think I have a relationship there that's super genuine, and they really care about like seeing me take my craft to the next level. They also have like a lot of the reporting stuff and the back end analytics and all that stuff to let you know where your fans at, where that money coming in, all that stuff that you need. You know, like we dropped my first project, Black Boy, and when we dropped that, it was like I didn't even realize how important TuneCore was at the time because you know, afterwards I was able to get some insight on, you know, where the fans were. I've seen people in Switzerland. I was like, wow, that's, you know, those things like that happen. And without that type of insight, then from companies like that, you don't really, with people like TuneCore, you don't really have that information.
Oh, okay.
Do TuneCore pay you off of TikTok?
Yeah. TuneCore pay off of TikTok. I mean, it's like, I think, and they just added TikTok probably a few months ago. After, you know, it started blowing up crazy. Even Instagram now, like when you're doing the stories, like we ran like a campaign for one of my songs, Hermes and Violence, and it was like a promotion for like Instagram. So, you know, people run up the stories and they doing the stories with it. And for me, it was like a new way for a new revenue stream, right? Like a new a way to kick up. So, you know, you getting people to go get the music, and that's again like the shit changing so quick. They got to be quick too, and TuneCore TuneCore is like one of they're on top of their stuff, so they know it's something's monetizing over here on this new platform. They're gonna go over there and make sure that the coins is right.
That's dope. So what you got coming up, man? What's the future for you, bro?
Man, right now we working on Black Boy 2, right? So Black Boy 2 coming out, man, and I'm super excited about it because it's a lot about what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? And in the political climate, the social climate, and Black Boy, the whole concept of Black Boy is about, for me, it's always 5 records, and they represent the 5 senses, five perspectives on being a Black boy in America. And and it's not preachy, it ain't nothing like that, but that's just like where my art come from, And I think right now, but we dropped Black Boy 1 about 2 years ago. And then we dropped, honestly, I'm taking too long to drop my album last year. And then in a few weeks now, we're gonna be dropping Black Boy 2, and it's gonna be the second coming of that. So just a lot of not necessarily commentary, but the emotions that I feel like is felt within our community right now. You can hear the disenfranchisement in my voice on a lot of those records, and but you can also, get an uplifting vibe. You can get you a Sam Cooke Change Is Gonna Come, but my version is something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I think all that stuff is really important. So I'm super excited to lend those 5 perspectives to people in the next coming weeks for sure.
Hey man, can't wait to hear it.
Before we get out of here.
Honestly, I can't wait to hear it. Just send that link, beloved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, listen. I'm gonna jump on the IG as soon as this done. Following both of y'all, and y'all need to follow me. And anybody watching need to follow me.
Oh, come on, let's do it.
At Marlo _Smith _. Real simple, real easy on IG, man. And all my stuff there, man. And yeah, I appreciate the love. I appreciate all that.
So Marlo, before we get out of here, since you're so much into fashion, do you have your own merch?
Yeah, man, I'm happy you asked. Yeah, so for Black Boy 2, we're gonna release a whole merch capsule too. So, and that's I think a lot about who I am as an artist, and even discovering that and knowing what my strengths are and knowing what my passions are. Outside of the music, I'm just as passionate about that fashion. So I want to take the merch game to another level. I don't want to just give people a logo on something and something like that. We want to put some design to it and really give you something special. So yeah, I think the first piece is going to be a cut and sew hoodie, and I think I would tell you what the graphics are on it, but I kind of want to surprise people with that. But I think it's gonna be super, super, super fire and super different, man. I think I try to go off the beaten path a lot. I think a lot of people we kind of in like a copycat game sometimes, and I try to do the daring thing and just do what might not be so popular, but was true to my heart.
Do you look up to Kanye on the fashion tip?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Like Kanye is a big inspiration as far as that's concerned, man. Man, you got to realize somebody like Kanye, when even when he came on the scene, who he is, everybody wasn't. Gangster rap was so big, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gangsters though, So he really did something that he really the pink polos. That's what I'm saying when I was saying I went and I go and buy the river pearls out of Portugal. That's something that's it's daring. You know what I'm saying? It's something that's but you can hear it in his music too, right? He's gonna make the daring samples. And how do you feel about Kanye? You feel like he's a big influence on fashion in general?
Man, I love Kanye to death. Everything.
I love that man.
When people talk shit about Kanye, I walk to another room. I don't want to hear it. I love everything about his music. I love everything about his style. I've met him personally. I've done a song with him. Fire. And he was a fan of mine. On his first song, he said, "I was sipping on the scissor." You remember that?
Through the wire, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I met him. We hung out. The first time we hung out, we was in the Bahamas at a convention. Wow. at a rap convention. They don't have that no more. But it was so dope, and we took pictures and all that. And he was telling me because Chicago was always a huge fan base for 3 6 Mafia, and he was telling me how he grew up on us and this and that and blah blah blah. And man, I love Kanye. I love everything about his fashion. Hell, before we got on here, when you go to my Instagram right now, you're gonna see I posted a picture of me in my car with some green Yeezys on.
Green.
So I posted it like literally 30 minutes before we did this interview. And like those shoes are so comfortable. I just hit my guy. It's so hard to get them though. But I just hit my guy and I was like, look, I need about 3 more pair of Yeezys. I need some high tops, whatever you got. I just need them because they're good everyday shoes.
Yeah. You can work out.
You can do everything.
Club, you can do.
Yeah, and they look good. They got a name.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's the best. Like no disrespect to Air Force Ones, but like I'm not an Air Force One dude. Like, you know, they cool. Like you get one good wear out of them, and then that's basically it. But those Yeezys, man, I done did everything from hiking to concerts to, like you said, dinners, clubs, and they still look the same.
Them things is serious, and it's good. It's good for you to be able to make a call and go and get those whenever you need them too. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna just glance over that like it's like that's regular. That ain't regular, bro. No, it ain't regular, but that's what happened when you're a legend, I guess.
And we ain't gonna glance over when you threw out that little line right there. You might gotta put it in a song where you say, "I got a passion for fashion."
Thanks. You might have to send me the beat for that song.
I got it.
Oh, okay. Come on now,
I wasn't gonna pass up the opportunity to ask that legend if he could grace the boy with something that's, timeless. I actually wanted to ask you that seriously though. As a new artist, like becoming like making timeless music is something that you guys had like to me mastered. You know what I'm saying? Like people sample y'all every day. You know what I'm saying? Not even just the production, but also like the flows and like cadence. Everything, like the cadence. It's like it's right now. Like where was y'all minds at, man? Like how did that come together? What was the vibes like? What was really going on? Because I think
it was drugs. It was drugs, man. It was drugs.
Yes. Okay. Drugs. Yeah.
Drugs. And I don't do drugs, man. Please don't nobody do drugs because drugs when we did them back in those days was clean. Like now it's shit dirty as fuck. But basically, man, like to be honest with you, like it just came from a lot of different stuff. Like I got rock guitars all over my house. Like I love rock guitars. I grew up on rock music. So I would say it came from me being a fan of rock music, and that's what put that whole rowdy craziness into our music with me loving rock so much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I said it came from that. And it came from me being a horror movie fan. And it came from this organ right here that my daddy bought me in the 5th grade. And this fucking creepy ass organ right here. This organ right here is from the 5th grade. This creepy organ right here. You can't do nothing but make dark shit with an organ.
Yeah.
Like,
you had that when you was in 5th grade?
Or wedding music. You know, I thought horror music was a better option than wedding music.
Facts. That's crazy though, man.
So yeah, it was just before its time, and like now people are just catching up to it. Well, they caught up to it a while back, back in the day, like shout out to Lil Jon and ATL showed support and they kept the crunk alive, and then it died out, and then Waka Flocka brought it back. And then it died out, and then all the new kids have brought it back again. And it'll leave for a while, and then it'll come back because it's energy, man. You gotta have the energy.
Yeah.
Energy.
It is energy. It's timeless, man, like you said.
I'll be looking at, before they had those boxing matches, you know how HBO had a little special where they do like a week showing Floyd and all these guys training and all of that. I can't remember the name of it. I'd be looking on there and I see guys like Floyd Mayweather and all these guys like working out to my music in the gym. And I was like, damn, that's cool.
No, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, even like when in Travis' song, he's like, the fuck the club up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all that
Yeah.
stuff. Like it's a unique energy. I think you guys are the first to pioneer that stuff, man, and especially for the South. And I think it's still primarily in the South, like that type of energy in the music. So yeah, thank you for that, man.
Yeah, thank you. Well, we're gonna let you get up out of here, man. Like definitely I'm gonna follow you, follow Odalys. Odalys, what's your IG?
ODALYS _
You know
NY. It's my name.
You know it's happening as we speak.
I'm
gonna follow you as well too, man. Shoot me a DM and we'll put together some records.
Oh man, don't even play with me, Paul. I swear to God, that's I appreciate that, man. I appreciate
I'm here,
that
man.
for real.
I told myself in 2021, I just wanted to work with as many people as I could and just crank out so many records. Last night I was at Snow the Product's house. Right now I'm doing a full album on Young Buck. I'm doing a full album on Yellow Wolf. I'm doing I got stuff for so many people. I'm doing some stuff with I'm not gonna even say her name. Just a bunch of people, man. I'm just working with folks, man. So I'm in my studio now, man. That's what I do. I just want to because we lost so much last year, we got to use 2021 to catch up.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, man. Like I said, bro, that would be that's a different vibe, and I'm definitely gonna follow up on that for sure. Thank y'all for sharing this. Odalys, appreciate you for sharing this beautiful energy with your boy, man.
Of course, beloved.
Yeah.
Harlem.
Yeah, shout out to the Uptown connection.
Uptown,
yeah. You in Harlem right now too?
No, I'm in Brooklyn, beloved.
Yeah, that's what happens. That was happening when you start to get up. You start to go ahead and move to the Brooklyn side of things.
No,
I heard about y'all.
Let me tell you, the only reason I left Harlem was because everyone on the block is like, yo, what is she doing? Like, why she dressed like this? She's so cool. And then everyone started stealing my packages. That's when I was like, I gotta bounce. I love y'all, but I gotta go.
Yeah, my man was just talking about packages getting stolen in the building like last night. So that's a real thing.
This what you got to do. I just found this out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just read this. They said what you got to do if you got. They call them a package pirates or porch pirates. Porch pirates. What you got to do is take an old Amazon box and fill it full of like shit, like literally shit, turds, whatever, throw up. Tape it back up and put it on the porch. And when they steal that, they say they'll never come back to your house again.
I had to try that one. I don't know if I'm really trying to put my hands on nobody's shit, but
I know use a dog or something, somebody's dog.
Yeah, just go to the park with the little plastic bags and pick up some dog shit and put it in there.
Yeah, that's a real problem though out here though. Like, especially in like the apartment buildings, people just come in and they get in there and they just drop the boxes off. So people come in and they leaving with like 30 different boxes, different apartments and stuff. They don't even know what's in there. So yeah.
No, especially where I grew up, there's no cameras in them buildings. That's why. I know exactly.
Just for the record, you gotta have a P.O. box. Never get nothing delivered to your house. Don't put no bills in your house address, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Always have a P.O. box because you might move. You can always go back to that P.O. box.
Mm-hmm.
I got P.O. boxes in every city I got a house. I got P.O. boxes in Las Vegas. I got P.O. boxes in L.A., Tennessee, and I just give them my credit card number and they just mail it to me to whatever city I'm gonna be at every month.
Oh wow.
My Vegas ones will mail it to me just in that because you don't want to put nothing in your house address because it just you just don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's free game.
Good idea.
Actually, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that for sure.
Yeah, but it can't be like a P.O. box at a post office because certain people won't deliver to a post office. You got to go to like these UPS stores and stuff like that where it appears to be a apartment address.
Yeah.
So you can put it as an apartment address, but really it's a little box.
Mm-hmm.
Free game, do it. Handle your business, man. Thank you for coming on Mafia Radio, brother.
Thanks, Marlo.
Thank y'all, man. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. Appreciate y'all for having me.